Real talk, real news, authenticity. From the South Suburbs to the world we see. Breaking down the headlines honestly. G-Love, no apologies. Politics, community.
Hey, I think I get it. I think I get it. Oh my gosh. I said I'm gonna have to start streaming more often. I've been streaming from my car lately. So, that's really cheating if you ain't cheating. So it's easy to do it from your car than from the this microphone. I like to be free when I be moving around. But it's your girl D Love from the South Side, Inglewood for life, Chicago, that is. And I'm back. I know it's been a while. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing? How you doing? I hope all well with you. I know you over there cooking up something good, girl. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me turn my volume to like I'm just yelling in my own ear. Okay. Hey, I appreciate you all coming, especially you, Miss Cher. I said I wanted to talk about some things, and I didn't want to keep harping on what is going on in Harvey because it's just starting to be a shit show, and well, we still gonna talk about it, but we're gonna talk about Harvey and more. Yes, Harvey and more. I have been watching paying attention to what's going on in the Southland. And I say I want to talk more about what's going on in the Southland, not just Harvey, but everywhere. Oh, I got to bring myself up. I think this is it. You pick 5 gallons of blueberries, shave down a dog, and there's 7 patrouilles. It's hot as hell. Like, girl, I don't even know how you do all that. Okay. You got to, if nobody hypes you up, you got to hype yourself up. Remember that. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm back. My lights are on, as you can tell. I got lights. I got lights. I got lights. I know what to do. I got a lot of, so because I haven't been YouTubing lately and focusing on uh as a steward, about to cut this fan off. About to make a capote. What's that? Never heard of that before. You be doing a whole lot of. Well, you from the South, so we can expect you make things up, or you cook up. You be cooking up stuff. Yes, you do. Stuff I ain't never heard about. I was about to put that in there to find out what is that. Oh my God, I'm irritated because my neighbors are working on their house and the workers are over there playing this loud music like it's a party. But uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, they got the Spencer Lee funeral is going on. That's comp tea, like a syrup blueberry. Oh, I don't have my Alexa going. I can't even. Oh, compati. Compate? Okay. I'm going to share my camera with you. My computer. I use Meal. Uh, I know I don't want to be the mean neighbor asking, can they turn their music down? Cause I'm live. I said I'm finna start doing this more often. I missed it. Compati. Google it. Okay, I'm finna do that now. Got to. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, that who
Honor is is being built up by somebody else and maybe having a number of likes and a number of different things on social media. Think people think that they're honored,
That's not is that Reverend
but
Hinton?
honor is something that is
Oh, that's
lived.
if you're from Chicago, you know, you know.
Honor
That's
is
Spencer
something
Lee.
that is
He was one
achieved.
of
That the funeral home was actually called AR Leak, but then it was changed to Leak and Sons.
okay, I remember A.R. Lee. Uh, Spencer Lee. Oh my God, he was such a nice man. He was 56. Um, he was a very beloved funeral director in the African American community. I think it's his grandfather who started the funeral home business in the 75th and King Drive, I believe. And a lot of my family members have been buried through this their uh funeral home. Uh, I was privileged to meet him because when my mother passed 2 years ago now, 2 years ago, I went to his funeral. I went to their funeral uh, home. Yeah, 56 is young. Now he's the one who did Reverend Jesse Jackson's funeral and who took make sure the body went from different states and stuff. Now they said that wore him out. I don't know, but what I heard. But again, when he did, well, his employees assisted on my mother's funeral. But he came when there was an issue. He came to talk to my sister and I, and he was very nice. I went to him. I think I got my the death certificate from him. Very nice person, man. Very nice. And he would be missed in the African American community. Now, from my understanding is when African Americans couldn't pay their funeral expenses, he or that funeral home helped assist with that payment. Now, one thing I know for certain, two things I know for sure. After doing a funeral like that, um, the insurance company, you better have insurance when you pass away. That's what I want to let you know. But y'all already know that. I know you know. But yes, for those from Chicagoland area, if you can, make sure it's in Facebook. Um, Spencer's Leak Funeral Services. Great man. When you talk about somebody authentic, I've never seen some people be so phony, but like really nice person. Really nice person. Okay, so I wanted to talk about I put it let me pull it up because I make sure I saved it. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday afternoon. I'm working on being more or having more of a presence on YouTube again. I know I've been slacking, but I've been working, went back to school and back to life, right? Some of us do have work, and I'm one of them. Oh, look like I'm frozen. Okay. Yeah, so I should be finishing with my master's degree in by September. But I said, you know what? I'm not this is where I started. This is where I end. Okay. Now this is where I in the neighboring town from us, both our creations have been paid for or have okay for years remains to be scattered over water. I know that's right. No services. That's what cremation. Kids can visit any water to talk to us. Listen, share. That's what I had told my kids. My hey Beth, how are you? Glad to see you, Beth. Hello, hello, Kanishiwa. But that's what I shared. That's what I had told my children and my husband. Don't waste your money in putting me in the ground. I would like to be cremated. Oh, but we got it in writing, but I'm just saying. Don't be wasting that money because you ain't coming to see me. Ain't coming to see. Oh, plant lady in the house. I didn't see plant lady. Hey, plant lady. You mean you been in here and I missed you? Oh my goodness. Hey, plant lady. I wanted to talk about. Let me tell you what I wanted to talk about. And if it's something you want to talk about in the community or whatever, let me know and we can discuss it. Again, I'm going to be more of a presence on YouTube. It's starting to slow down for me, and I can focus on YouTube. And but I won't be on here like for hours and hours and hours. Not like I used to. But I do commit to being on here for at least 3 to 4 days a week, going live. I'm gonna do that again. Oh, school at this age ain't like it used to be when I was younger. You take it for granted, but we almost at the end of that road. And then we after that, I have another adventure after this that I'm going to be working on next project. So, hey, listen, there's a person at my front door. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I know that's right, plant lady. Don't be wasting your money. But again, funerals have a cost. I think we paid like between I want to say $7,000 to $8,000 just for the funeral alone. I'm just saying, yeah, it's in my week. Hmm. You ain't got to worry about me. But again, Spencer Leaks will be he will be missed. A nice person. But let me tell you what I came to chit chat about. I can't, I be in the bushes. I know sometimes you'll be like, every now and I will say something, but I got to get my internet to move a little faster. So I'm still working on that. Change internet providers. But again, yeah, rest in peace, Leaks, Mr. Leaks. Yeah. Okay. Now listen. Now, if you in the Southland and you follow a older woman, Monette Wilson, thank you, plant lady. I almost done. The goal is to be done. I'm taking an accelerated class program, so I should be done by August, no later than September. I'm completing my class, and I I'm working on my sixth class, and I got 4 more classes. So yeah, yeah, it's a yeah, share. Never thought I would be that girl, but yeah, no, education matter. I don't know. I don't really. Well, we'll talk. Once I complete the master's degree program, then I'll tell you my journey about why and how. But hey, education matters. I don't care what age you are. But listen, let me show y'all this. I want to. So I'll be. So I got on Alder Woman Monette S. Wilson, the Alder Woman in Country Calumet City. I thought Harvey be going through some things, but this he was this man right here. He was a part, and Clark worked with in this administration as he from Harvey. He worked in that. I don't know what he did. You saw that video too. I said, "Oh, you know how many times I don't watch this video?" I said, "Oh, the tea."
What's up? It's your boy, the mayor. Back for another term. Yeah.
One.
Yeah, I'm the mayor. Shake a hand, tell a lie, smile for the camera, look the people in the eye. Promise them progress, promise them more while I'm swiping that card like it's mine, not yours. I don't need permission.
When he's talking about swiping that card, apparently he took people a group of people out of town and used the city credit card. Just like
Paperwork slow. I'll explain it later. How was I to know? Hotel flight, dinner for four. City car humming every time I want more. They ask for receipts. I say trust the plan. When the truth get heavy, I just wave my hand. Jobs for my friends, family too. Call it opportunity. That's how we do.
okay. Oh, hold on. Let's go back. I done snapped out of it. Listen, I thought that was the best video. I have to go back. I done snapped out of it. That video was like telling. And sometimes you got to stop. And oh, where's that video at? Okay.
Maybe I just wave my.
Huh. Okay, sorry. My fault. That is, I don't know if I should say his name on here. And had the nerve to say he's not Tiffany. He's Tiffany 2.0, who's getting away with it. He is the mayor of Calumet City, Thaddeus Jones, and he is a state representative also of Illinois. So from my understanding is there was a so in Harvey, Kellogg was the mayor of Harvey for like 16 years. So when Clark wanted to run for alderman of Harvey, I mean mayor of Harvey, they put a referendum up that says um, you can't you can't sit in office for more than what 4 terms, 3 terms, or something like that. So that knocked Kellogg out of his seat, and that's how Clark got in that seat in Harvey. So once Clark got into that seat, out of nowhere, the judges said that that is not constitutional. Got rid of the 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 um the ordinance or the what have you that says that you can only run for so many terms. So this man right here, he also has been able to because of that, he is now has been able to sit in that seat for multiple terms also. If they had the law and order in Illinois where you can't sit for so many terms, he wouldn't be there now. But it's the shenanigans and the dirty work that they do in your face when you live in the South Suburbs and don't care what you think about it. Oh, you heard bad things about him for a while. Yeah, Thaddeus Jones. $8 million in debt. Calumet City is at $8 million in debt. Now, compared to Harvey with 100 and something $1 million in debt, uh, Calumet City is $8 million in debt. Now, let me say this about Calumet City. For those who don't know, Calumet City got more than what Harvey, Riverdale, Dalton had. They have a strip mall. They have a mall, Oaks Mall, but it's not as mm, you don't see have a lot of people go there as they used to. Not a lot of stores there because a lot of people are not going to the stores like they used to. But they have restaurants. They have a lot of stuff. They used to have a couple of movie theaters there, but they're now gone. But they have a lot of stores and car dealerships. They have way to making money, and they got some nice houses over there. Because when I was doing my loan signing, I had to go to some people's house in Calumet City. I was like, oh, this is what we doing over here. I got it. So, oh, Sam's Club, you right? Yeah, and they got that strip mall behind there. They got a lot of stuff in. So I don't know how. I don't know how, and I don't understand how is Calumet City is so much debt. Now, we better keep our eyes open, plant lady, because if Sam Club leave that area, we know something going on for sure. And listen, and not only Sam Club store, what about the gas station? You know they're getting that gas tax money from the Sam's Club and all those other gas stations around there. You can't tell me they broke. Somebody, okay. And plant lady, if I'm wrong and out of place, just straighten me out. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, the Home Depot. I forgot about the Home Depot, the car wash, the Chili's or that Chili's. These had an Outback. But plant lady, I'm gonna say this respectfully. Ooh, why every time we get in office, we sugar honey iced tea on the people? I just be trying to figure that out. Or the Democrats are allowing these grifters to bankrupt the entire state. It's turned into a whole train wreck. Yes. I'm like, y'all want to sue Harvey? Harvey ain't got no money to sue. We ain't got no money. Let them tell it. We can't even get our pothole fixed. And oh, no, I might as well keep talking. Then we get back to the video. And then I heard, and I said, talked about it yesterday, how Kellogg it's rumors that he may be running for alderman. I mean, for mayor of Harvey. Now, he wasn't convicted of a crime, but we got a lot of corruptions in this community and all these surrounding communities. I was looking at Joliet. Did you see in Blue Island? They are trying to put a data center in Blue Island. I said, oh, heck, Mm-mm-mm. I live next door to Calumet City. Okay, you sure do nice and quiet where you at. But over here, they messy as all outdoors. Some nasty. How much is gas? Now I must admit, I have not been to the gas station and I've been to the gas station in a month. But that's because I try to act like I just let my husband go get the gas and play crazy. Hmm. There's no money left in Harvey. We ain't got no money left. As long as the Thornton Township take their part, the school district take the other part, the state of Illinois, the Cook County take their 35%. But they got the nerves to be hiring people all on Facebook with new videos and stuff. Why our roads got holes as size as a crater ball. And crater ball is a word. I'm just saying. But I understand he does not need to be mayor. Now I heard he's been a mentor to a lot of people, and that's a good thing. And I don't know why my internet is slow, and we'll figure this out for the next video. Keep working on it. Are those to try to bring that mess to our police department? Oh, they did. Mm. And you in a small town, like I realized that in order to cause drama, that's where the money's at. And if you think about it, those channels that have like ratchet channels, confusion channels, messy channels, those channels seem to flourish because everybody likes drama. And people go with them where they think they can get easy money at. They just like robbing a senior citizen coming to Harvey. 'Cause that's where you getting the money from. We're fighting. Oh, we are fighting having data center not to come here, but we are 7 million to the good. But 2 counties over recently 14 million for a single data center. Man, but in Illinois, they have paused. Prisker has paused any more data centers in Illinois. See how long that lasts. Those data centers will destroy our city. Yes. They have to really they need to think of other ways to feed these data centers. Um, they gotta be more creative because nobody want them at all. Let's finish watching Older Woman Monet video.
My hand, jobs for my friends, family too. Call it opportunity, that's how we do. I should resign, yeah, probably so. But I've been called before when I'm still on the throne. Singers love the parties, music, lights. So I dance through elections every couple years, right? I should resign, but I won't today. I'll stay right here till they catch me again. Third time, fourth time, what's wrong?
And one thing about Calumet City, they try to get at the casino that is now in Hazelcrest, Homewood, over that way. Calumet City wanted that casino where the mall is, but they did not get the bid for that casino.
More sin, long as the music plays, I'm checking in. Hooters on Tuesday, steakhouse on Friday. Call it economic development, okay. Private dinners, public dime. Family eating good on the city's time. They say, Mayor, you crossed the line. I say, relax, a great design, oversight not.
And just think about it. The same thing that happened that's happening in Calumet City has happened in Harvey, right? Remember Kobe Chapman? She tried to speak up. She got kicked out the meeting, and the mayor just looked and smiled. Smile and smile. You've got to have 28 acres for a single data center. Y'all village are too small. Well, there's one area in Blue Island. It's a nice stretch where it's probably could possibly be a data center. But who wants that in their community? That's the thing. The new thing to throw in these communities are the data centers and the solar panel. Now, I must admit, I had to rethink the solar panel when the lights went out here. I was like, well, if the lights went out and I had solar, would I still had lights? But we got to ask Ramona, did she still have lights when that happened? Making sure there are orders passed to prevent them is the key. Yeah. But you got to think about, Cher, the people who have the money have the power. So if these companies for the data center pad the pockets of some of these politicians, they will help them pass those laws. You know what I'm saying? Or at least speak up on it. What do they call them people? They say Harvey got one uh, that they paid his man money to go to City Hall. Go downtown. Go to Springfield and advocate for Harvey for businesses and money. I don't know why they pay him because we ain't seen nothing that we have. I'm just saying. This is a template on how to stall from the city, or how to steal from the city. Yeah, they know how to steal, and they steal very well. Because in my mind, if you're gonna put a solar panel, whatever you're gonna do it far in like a open area. Now I don't know if I want it on my house. There are requirements that you have to put those solar panels on your house. It ain't easy like they trying to make it sound like. Oh, y'all passed a moratorium here. Okay, that's what is needed.
And I turn down the sound, throw another party, spin the block around. I say fake news, they say prove it's wrong. I say look over there, then I'm gone. Smile wide, cut the ribbon clean, while the numbers don't add up behind the scenes. I should resign, yeah, probably so, but I've been caught before when I'm still on the throne. Seniors love the parties, cake and lights, so I dance through elections every couple years, right? I should resign, but I won't today.
He said, plant flowers while listen. Oh, you planting flowers? Gone, girl. I was gonna go outside and do some outside work, but I said, oh, maybe next week. Um, keep planting them flowers, girl. Keep planting them flowers. That's why your area looks so nice and peaceful where you live at. Um, and if you notice, that's the key. That's the key to win elections. You got to get. My mother told me that a long time ago. I used to ask her why Kellogg keeps getting into office. She said, "Oh, because the seniors they are not going to go against the vote. They're gonna always vote, and if that's the person that's in place, that's who they're gonna vote for. You know, it's okay, girl. Solar is cheap for your house if you do it yourself. Oh, it costs less than $5,000 to do mine. Oh, 4 bath, 3 bedrooms. Okay, it's good to know. I didn't know that. Yeah, duh, that is the plant lady. I didn't put two and two together. Yes, so that's the thing. They get these seniors vote for these people, get them into office, and they only use the seniors when they want something. You notice that, right? Keep watching. They I don't care what and who is running for election. They're gonna use a senior to help them get to where they gotta go. I'm just saying. Uh-oh. Hello, yes. So we already know. But all of y'all keep voting Dems in, and I don't understand. And that's a good. And you know what, Cher? I'm gonna write that down. We need to have a conversation. Why do we always vote Democrats? Oh yeah, I want. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, hold on. Ay, Dios mío, my pen died on me. I don't want no pen up here. Hallelujah. Hold on. Vote. Okay. That's gonna be a topic of a show that's gonna come up. Why do we always have why do sorry, my eye. I'm about to turn this fan off. Why do we always vote Democrat? And why do seniors always vote the way they do? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I dropped my pen. And I gotta turn this fan off because the fan is killing my eyes. I'm going out to dinner tonight, so I ain't gonna be on here all day. But anyway, it's like, wait a minute, I ain't gotta hear myself talk. Yeah, but why we keep voting Democrat if if we're not getting what we're supposed to have? Why do we keep voting across the board the same and letting the same type of people into these seats? Because as we see, once they get into these seats, they don't care about us. They don't care. Oh, I've been watching that lady Chicago flip. Oh, she's very smart. And share that's another thing I want to talk about after we watch this video. Because I want to talk about there's I saw her video and it was about how well, we'll wait for that one. We're gonna watch that video next share. Because I thought that was a crazy video. I'm like, and but Flip Chicago Red has come to Harvey. Uh you have to be an informed senior. Yeah. Like we don't have to do it the old ways like we used to. You know what I'm saying? Be informed. But right now, what we supposed to do? 'Cause everybody just in it for the money. I ain't gonna say everybody, but I'm so glad he turned the music down. Okay, the city right next door to me always vote Dem. 6 million in the hole. High crime, bad. Oh, your county always vote Republican. 7 million to the good. And to be honest, I don't really care if you vote Democrat or Republican. If you are a crook, you're a crook Republican or a Democrat. That's the way I see it. But enough, because you're right, because all of the states, the cities that have these Democratic people in position, our schools are horrible, our infrastructure, and just think about the police. Hey, when the daddy, um, the daddy, Daly, Richard J. Daly, the father, he didn't play that mess. You know, he in '67. Let's keep going to Calumet City.
I'll stay right here till they catch me again. Third time, fourth time, what's one more sin? Long as the music plays, I'm checking in. Ethics committee, I missed that call. Budget meeting, I went to the mall. They say leadership means serving the city. I heard leadership means never saying forgive me, I should resign. Yeah, that'd be clean. But clean don't pay like the life I lead. They'll talk, they'll post, they'll raise their hands, but I'm still the mayor. Try me again. I should resign, but here's the truth. I'll leave when the proof finally breaks through. Till then, I'll smile, wave, and pretend. Catch me the fourth time, then we'll see how it ends. Trust me again. Again.
That was a very good AI video. Congrats on that one. That was dope. Uh, True, but the Dems seem to have lost their minds nationwide. It's truly horrifying. And like, it's horrifying across the board. When we see what Trump is doing to the ballroom, you be like, what? Everything's about a money grab right now, right? It's a money grab. They don't care. It's money. And if you live in a community that is going well and everything is working out, you are doing well. I see my computer done froze again. But hopefully you can still hear me. Yep, my computer froze. You know what I might probably should do? I'm sorry. It was good. What's going on? I hate this. And I really should do better. Oh, but I'm still here. If you can hear me, let's see if you can hear me. I can't even move my mouse. I'm sorry. It was good. Oh, but as long as you can still hear me, I'm cool with that. At some point, it'll come back. Yeah, you definitely blessed. Sure. If you can, if you live in an area, they may have um, things going on. are able to. Oh, I am back. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Let's see if I can close some of this stuff. Hold on. I'm gonna close some of my apps I get from. I do my homework, do everything off this computer. So I think it's about time to buy a new one. I don't know. I feel like I really probably should. Or get my CPU updated. We'll see. I gotta work on it. I gotta decide. Because I hate when my computer freezes like this. Because sometimes it has my mouth wide open when it freezes up. And you be like, girl. Okay, I'll close some of this stuff up. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, I'm back. Thank you. Oh, you hear me? Okay, thank you. Hey, Beth is doing fine. Lord, give me strength. Lord, what's going on with you, Beth? Okay, thank you. Because I know you live in Beth and Dalton, and I know they catching it over there. They back in the news. Y'all stay in the news. I don't know if they ever come up with that money. Hey, Beth, did they ever come up with the money to for that lawsuit of the the young man who was two young men? One died in a car accident and one is disabled. Did you ever I'm not going. It was a public safety meeting. I don't think I'm going Monday. 6 to 8.
As a founder, I gave
Okay.
one messy problem.
I got to fan this video for. Yes.
Celebration of a life that was well lived. Don't do it out of ignorance.
I can't. I cannot.
Because we know that when Spencer
I can't
Lee
deal with
Jr. closed his eyes on this
Brandon
side,
Johnson.
that he awakened.
I got to find this story because random people want to be friends with me on Facebook. Okay, hold on. I got one more video I got to show. First of all, because I be on my. I wish I could hide. I can't hide. Maybe I do it like because I don't want everybody to see my oh man. Okay, let's see if that works. Sometimes you don't want everybody to see everybody your Facebook friend. It's at what event? It's at that event. You met at the funeral? Jason and the board has seriously disappointed me. Hey, listen, Sheer, let's talk about it. I'm just saying. Oh, Beth. 3 more years before the lawsuit against the insurance company on the accidents will be settled. Oh, so how will y'all be paying that lawsuit off? With your taxes? Dawson is suing the insurance company that didn't settle on the accident. Okay. So my question is, did or have Dalton pay the families the money and they're gonna try to get the money on the back end from the insurance company? That's what I was trying to figure out. Because I know they had so many days to come up with the money to give to the families of the victims. The victims now. Now I had this. I want to show you this video. Oh, you was the okay. Today, Mere House told us they have made several attempts to settle. Them people, you saying they want what 6 figure? What? How many millions they want? They too late to settle now. Too late to settle. You want all that money. And especially if guy who is paralyzed, they need that money to take care of him. Bell thought they owed them like $30 million. Now, there's another story in the news today as I go to the next story I wanted to talk about. I thought this is so tragic. And I understand that. Let me go back to Beth for a minute. 7 or 8 million should have been paid by the insurance company, but the insurance company took it to court. What happened to it? Oh, okay. So what happened was, let's see if I can find the story for you. So the happening story was that there were two young men, the police, um, that stopped. So the pursuit should have stopped, but the pursuit didn't stop because the police continued to pursuing them when they was driving. That they ran into I don't know if they ran into a wall, and one died, and one it was a car chase, right? Let's see if we can find it. Mhm. Let's see. Okay, I gotta bring that up. This is when your homegirl was in office. So, excuse me. I didn't have a So it says the judge ordered Dalton to raise taxes. So this is how it's gonna be paid. Dalton is gonna have to pay it. This is from a legal newsline dated for June 13th, 2026. So this is a recent article that was produced today. Oh no, I pulled it today. It's from Jonathan, dated March 2nd, 2026. Judge ordered Dalton to raise taxes fees to pay the 33.5 million verdict over cop chase. So share was chasing him and they didn't stop. So why did the city get sued? Because they didn't stop. And they did I think what else? Let's see why. Even though the two guys should not have continue to evade the police, yes. It's so exacerbating. Dalton was sued because the insurance company didn't settle. Well, a cash-strapped South Suburban Chicago village plagued with years of political scandal and financial administrative mismanagement must now find a way to pay more. Let's make this big. More than 33.5 million to the family of two men, including one who was unalive in a car crash. On February 20th, the Cook County Circuit Judge William B. Sullivan issued an order enforcing the jury verdict, declaring the village of Dalton has no higher duty than to pay them to the families of John Christopher Cow and Dwayne Dunlap. In order in the order, the judge further directed Dalton village officials to come up with a plan by April 20th. Whether that was mean borrowing money or raise taxes on village's residents and businesses. The ruling comes a little over 2 years since the attorney for the family of Cow and Dunlap filed the suit. That when Tiff was in office. Cow was killed and Dunlap was severely injured in 2016, 10 years ago, when a vehicle in which they were passengers. That's the part we didn't understand. Well, who was driving then? What happened to the driver? So Cow was killed and Dunlap severely injured in 2016 when a vehicle in which they were passengers crashed after it pursued in a high-speed chase involving Dalton police. The driver of the vehicle was identified, was triggered the police chase when he allegedly skid through a stop sign in Dalton. The driver was charged with reckless homicide and was sued by the family along with Dalton. I wonder whatever did they ever get money from him? In August 2022, the Cook County jury ordered the village of Dalton to pay, but why? While the verdict was appealed, the family of Cal had pursued enforcement of the verdict, knowing that the village never filed any motion to pause the verdict demand while the appeal played out. So they had poor attorneys, sounds like. In January 2024, they filed their families the attorneys filed suit to secure order known as a writ of mandarins to force the village to pay the family plus 2 million per 2 million per year in interest for each in which the verdict was remained that unpaid. So 2 times 10, is that 20 million? The lawsuit came at the heart of political scandal involving former mayor Tiffany Henyard. For years, Henyard was the target of complaint of misgovernance, mismanagement, accusation. Okay, so our village officials in Dalton accused Henyard of instant of misusing village police. Okay, we know about that. Okay. The former Dalton police chief claimed in court that Henyard fired him because his wife was friendly with Henyard. Okay, we knew about that one. 24 hours. So they didn't file. So they didn't file anything into the courts. The plaintiff noted that their demand could include a court order directing the village to raise to cover the sum. Okay. So that's what happened. Weird question. Was the judge an elected Democrat leftist judge or making controversial decisions left and right? I don't know. That's a good question. And I wouldn't know how to figure out if he was elected judge or not. At some point in all of this, Dalton would have been much better. Yeah, to settle for the 3 million. That's the unfortunate part. So the driver so that the driver fled, lived, and was sued by the family at the beginning. Yep. He probably never own a house. What's the judge name? Judge Sullivan. It had it right here. Judge William S. Sullivan. Oh no, Judge William B. Sullivan. So that's unfortunate, right? Unfortunate. This could have been resolved. Um, it still wasn't enough to take care of the young man who is paralyzed. Because what happens is, so let's say, because I know this happened in my family. So let's say the young man may be receiving the one who's paralyzed, like some kind of public assistance. Well, what end up happening is, let's say he uses Medicaid. Medicaid is gonna go back and find out how much money that the young man who's paralyzed, how much money did Medicaid spend on taking Medicare and Medicaid, right? Medicaid aid the people. And then they'll come back and say, okay, we want this amount of money for taking care of him. So really, they trying to, I mean, it makes sense. Offset what they have paid to Medicaid thus far and hospitalization. Be right back. Get some water. Ooh, sorry. And is it true that long term care is very costly? It sure is. Uh, it's costly if you go into a facility, and I say this because this is what I had to do for my mother. When if you had to go into a nursing home and you have a pension, it'll pay it, right? But if the government has to pay it, they're gonna put you in a cheap long care, and depending on what's wrong with you also, right? If you need 24-hour care and or what let's say you need a break, you want somebody to pay to come in and help you. And also and think about long-term care. It's very expensive. I had a family member went through it. If you need equipment, because now this young man is probably heavy. So you need like uh, a lift. You need people to come in and help you. Yeah. Could someone in the discussion refresh me if Officer Lacey was involved in a police chase? That's a good question. I let's see. Dang, he playing that music again. Hmm. Yes, it said the lawsuit revealed that officer, including former deputy Chief Lacey, participated in the unnecessary pursuance of what are they doing out there? He violated the safety protocol and disobeyed a direct command to abandon the case. Oh, they cutting grass. So the answer to Beth's question is yes. Oh, 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 he's not, okay. Cheap long-term nursing care is not very pleasant. Heck, he not. Heck, you know. Yep. He violated the breakdown of why the village is held liable for fourth and fourth day. They violate pursuant policy, a history of recklessness chases, employer responsibility, enforcing the payout after 2020 judgment. Um, let's look at that one. How the payout will affect Dalton's current financial and political climate. And Tiffany just walked away and she ain't got nothing else to do with it. It's all on y'all. That's the crazy part. You could do these things and just walk away from it. It's like everybody, I just say everybody is greedy. The greed runs deep. Now let's see. Oh, so it started off being a $33.5 million payout, which has blown with accrued interest to $40.6 million. Because the judgment exceeded the village's entire annual operating budget, it is driving a severe economic crisis. Okay. Ooh. So y'all in a rock and a hard place. Oh, it's 41 million. Oh, they got that. Oh, they rounded. It's 40.6. They rounded. Let's see. Dang. The rock and a hard place. A Cook County judge ordered to pay up. Let's see. Massive tax hike. Mayor Jason House warned that forcing a property tax levy to pay the judgment over 10 years will cost the average homeowner $850 a year. So y'all gonna have to pay an extra $850 a year. And now the village attorney said this would cause economic devastation. Why didn't they? All this is hindsight, right? Because all this could have been taken care of if they would have been on the business. That's what I said. Yeah, y'all, what are y'all doing over there? Oh, I'm not going through Dalton no more. So they said a desperate revenue search to avoid hiking property taxes. Dalton submitted a court plan to raise funds through alternative means. This included adding 3 to 6 new red light cameras. Oh, they want us to pay. Enforcing a video gambling machine tax and redirecting expired water bill funds. Oh, what do you mean redirecting expired water bill funds? Let's see. Because Illinois does not allow municipality to independently declare Chapter 9 bankruptcy, I find it be forced to ask the state for emergency exception. Okay, so they can't do that. Hmm. Let's see. I heard last night that the day of the election, when Tiffany lost, she was served new federal subpoena. Well, we can't tell what she doing because she walking around like she all good in the hood. She running for another position. This did not happen while Jason House was mayor. No, it did not happen while Jason House was mayor, but he was was he not in the alderman office or what are you, trustee? And he may not have been there in 2016, but at some point he was in that a seat to know what was going on. I saw that information about this lawsuit way during that election, but nobody would talk about it. I did speak on it a little bit, but nobody talked about this lawsuit because nobody wanted to deal with that lawsuit immediately because that would hurt your election, to be honest. Yeah, their ancestors are in debt. Yeah, their asses in debt. Need money, but they busy buying the damn Pope house for $350,000. Jason done lost his mind. And see, that's another reason why I don't even know what are they doing with that Pope house. I don't even hear anything about it. And I haven't even gone over there. I don't think anybody really cared because did I get to go in? I just saw a video of it. And they redid everything. So nothing in that house stayed like it was when he first lived there. The local political discourse remained incredibly toxic. Ooh. Residents face the reality that village tax dollars are no longer going towards fixing roads, funding schools, public services, but are instead entirely spoken for by historical police misconduct and years of structural financial mismanagement. That's crazy. I'm like, even though, we can't talk over here, right? And not I can't talk because in Harvard, they ain't no better. They ain't no better. Oh, not one Catholic on earth is interested in the in the Pope's house. Oh shit, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's hilarious. We not interested. It was good for that moment, but to purchase it, who came up with that brilliant idea to purchase that house? Again, nothing in that house was preserved for um when he was there. They renovated the whole house. I don't even know if it had a basement or not, but they renovated the whole house. She said that's I like that kind was hilarious. It's funny but true, Share. Not one Catholic on earth is interested in the Pope house. No. And you are right about that. I didn't even realize that. But shared comment gets the pin of the day. I like that one. That's gonna stay on the top. So when people come in, they know about that. So yeah, she just walked away from it. They even get more red light camera. And okay, and I'm gonna say so one time I had a Dalton red light ticket right where St. Patrick's at. So don't go through that light. And I wasn't finna pay that ticket. And then I got a refund check from IRS. You know they took that money out of there. I said, "Oh, I would, I would never ever do that again." They should have just slapped a historical marker outside the front gate and been done with it. Right. Well said. Well said. Use that money right there to help pay down that lawsuit. Because now the attorneys they want their money. I'm trying to hear what they doing outside. Oh, I must they don't know. Oh well. Man, my business. Yeah. They don't care about that they don't care about that house. They spent 300 $350,000 for the Pope house. Y'all overpaid for that house. That house was worth no more than between 200 $200,000 at least, or maybe under, because it didn't have a whole lot of the renovation was just a basic renovation. It wasn't nothing spectacular. So y'all gave money away. But I ain't gonna say what I think, because you know one of them trustee is a real estate agent. So just saying on. I'm trying to figure what the neighbors are doing. That's one thing about living around here. You got neighbors, and I mean we close. This is one sad story. It's about this story today. I want to definitely spotlight of a young lady who just sent her daughter off to her prom for something tragic like this to happen. All you ever heard about Dalton anymore is how new liquor license has been renewed, how much damn liquor y'all drink out there. Oh, I don't drink, but yes. So this young lady, this happened out. This is Substance News. Miss Latoya Norrells, a mother of four, was executed inside her home. I said, "Oh my God!" And it struck a nerve for me because, again, like I said, back in April, I was a Saturday morning. Like today, I hear some firecrackers and somebody shot my truck. It's about 6 or 7 bullets were in it. Now, I must admit that, let me come off. I must say this respectfully. I have not heard from Harvey Police, but I did talk to Harvey Police. He said the detective had to is investigating. I ain't heard from them jokers. But then when they want to point fingers, they know how to find somebody. But I digress. So this young lady was sitting in her house, y'all. She was inside her own home after celebrating her daughter's graduation on the south side of Chicago. So her daughter graduated. There were two shot. One passed away. The 37-year-old mother of four was unalived, and the 17-year-old was injured when an unknown shooters fired from outside the home with bullets piercing a window and striking both the victim inside around 12:30 a.m. Thank you for letting me know. She was sitting in her own home, had just celebrated one of her children graduating, and then somebody comes and shoot her house up. Like, prayers go out to this family. Like, you cannot sit in your house. They say, um, when a hurricane or tornado come, you gotta be in the bathroom or in the basement. But where do you hide when you don't even know where senseless bullets come from because bullet has no name, right? We got too many. It's not that we have too many guns out here. We have too many people who should not have them. Yes, oh my God. I saw this story shared and I said, I must say something about this story. She was sitting in her own home. Tragic and devastating. We got to do better in our communities. These children who doing um these teen things, like, I don't where are the parents? I just want to know where the parents at. Um I was talking to someone recently and it was like, oh, they didn't you think your children are one place and they're another. I did get the cameras, but that day that it happened to me, my cameras did not get a good picture of the person. But I must admit, we do have shot spotters and what's it called? Tape readers on my block. I'm just saying. So, but I had to share light on that story. We can't even sit in our own homes and be safe. And this was in Chicago, 12:30 in the morning. Yeah. So our last that we got to talk about, I got to find it, y'all. I got to find. This is nothing short of black on black crime. Okay, so this is nothing short of black on black crime. By the way, 154 in Claremont. Okay, so I do because I heard from okay, so let's listen to this one. This is about Chicago Flip Chicago Red. It was on Chappelle Hook's Facebook page, and she recorded when I think she recorded when Flip Chicago Red came to the city council meeting when Clark was in office. And I'm going to play this video. How long is this video? Oh, it's only 4 minutes long. Okay. Yeah, crime is crime, and don't matter of the color. You got that right. They think it's cool to have a GUM. They think it's cool, but it ain't.
The village
It's 4
is the
minutes long.
perfect spot for that pond and park. I took the bus over there. Okay, I took the bus from 95th. My cousin picked me up. I counted like 3,000 abandoned houses and then a church. Like, it's embarrassing that the city of Harvey look like this, and you do nothing about it. And the fact that you violating the Open Public Meetings Act, like saying people can't clap and all that stuff, like, you're an embarrassment. As a black man, as just a man, just a black, you're embarrassing. So I'm just letting you know, like, we're gonna make history. Chicago is gonna make history. Illinois is gonna make history. This is election year. Kamala's not getting in. Okay, and if this state have to flip red on principle, it will. And you probably will be one of the people, like Walter Burnett and a whole bunch of other people, that will be going to jail for money laundering and the rest of the stuff that y'all do. Stop selling out our communities.
Next item on the agenda is person is Sharon McGee.
Sharon finna let him have it.
Followed by Melville and King Jr.
Hello, everyone. I am Sharon McGee, as the mayor got it right this time. I do appreciate that. I came up here to speak out last week because it seems like the citizens are always behind, in what we're saying. First and foremost, I just want to say that, Mayor, the way you spoke to Alderman Keys last week is no way that no black man should speak to another black man. And that's just person to person, that's black person to black person. Alderman Keys is my alderman, and he has some valid questions. We all have questions.
Sharon McGee, I think she's McGee. Sharon McGee is running.
I also want to ask if you had a chance to look at the tape. I think it's quite odd that we set up a video camera to record you violating our rights. Like, one of us was to go and be a part of the numerous lawsuits that the city has against it. We could, but you set this camera up and you violated my rights. When I went home, I researched. The disruption started on that side, and then you lost control and then put us all out. Both times.
Yes. So I played that Flip Chicago Red speaking.
By the way, 154 Claremont, the village could be the perfect spot for that pond.
Our home. Found another video. Because the incompetent detectives in Harvey said this woman is the person who's setting houses on fire in Harvey. Now, I don't know. Okay.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
So,
Let's show you this. If you haven't seen it.
Oh, hello. So, before I head out here and start my work day, the city of Harvey police detective, the most corrupt city, Harvey police, and people know this. I mean, this is noted. This is noted how corrupt Harvey police is. A detective called me back in May 16th. I think they called and left a voicemail and asked me to get back to them. They have a couple of questions for me. I did call back. The extension they gave me was some traffic and couldn't leave a message, and that was that. Today, I picked up the phone.
And this is Zoe. She is part of Flip Chicago Red. She came out to Harvey City Council meeting to speak, and that's the one the video I played before this one.
And the same detective, McGarry, something like that. He tells me that he has some pictures, videos, and witnesses that see me commit arson in Harvey, Illinois. Me. Arson is setting fires.
No way.
So they got me setting fires in Harvey. Pictures of me. I took an Uber there. I got out and I started, I guess, setting fires. I don't know who told them this. I don't know where they thought this was, but all I know is I've been to Harvey 3 times. And I went to Harvey to see Mr. Poole. Mr. Poole is one of the victims of Metropolitan Water Reclamation and the city of Harvey for taking his generational wealth in his 2 homes that him and his wife has made for their great children. And they were able to raise their children in those same homes that they were raising. Doesn't that sound great? And that doesn't that sound like that's what you're supposed to do? Yeah, well, Carrie Steele.
And I think she got elected to something. These folks don't care about what's about us. Isn't that what Kanye West got up there and said?
Mays Jackson's wife, yeah, she's the president, she's the commissioner. Her and now deceased Christopher Clark, the mayor, decided that street full of senior citizens, one of the best streets on the block, not abandoned, no abandoned buildings, no fires, because there's a lot of fires that happen in Harvey due to all the drugs that they have in. You got more drug addicts, I think, than actual people that live in there that actually like go to work and raise a family and stuff. I think like they damn near behind the wire, the corner. You know, I don't know if you guys have looked at that. So I don't understand to even come to me and say you have pictures of me when all y'all squatters and drug addicts going to these places, going to these homes, just like they're doing right now on Myrtle Avenue, because they displaced everybody on that block for a retention pond that's not there yet. Retention pond is not yet.
And not coming.
Carrie said that the people were happy that they were going to put a retention pond there, but the retention pond is not there. And they moved everybody out. There's one lady, they say she's still homeless. And she's a senior citizen. She can't even find a place. But all of a sudden, the detective calls me and tells me they want me to come in because they got videos and witnesses of me setting fires committed in Harvey, Illinois. Please.
You make this stuff up.
Please come get these people. President Trump, please come get these people. These people are corrupt. This state is corrupt. This county is corrupt. The city is corrupt. These elected officials are mad that I'm calling out all the corruption.
And that's crazy. They said that she set the fire. Let me tell you, I have been at maybe 3 or 4 fires. When Ryan called, if I'm available, I'll go and record it. There's one particular fire that happened. I was there. I went there. And there was the Cook County Sheriff. They were in front of me. People were saying, like, somebody walked up to me and said, yeah, it was a young Caucasian young lady who looked disheveled. Maybe she looked like she was her. They said she started the fire because she ran out the house. So I turned around and told the Cook County Sheriff. They looked around, and said, oh, well, we ain't see her do it, so that we can't say anything. They didn't, that's all they said. We ain't see her do it. I was like, oh, okay. So for him, and when there are fires, you never see any detectives out there. You just see the firemen. I've never seen a detective out there asking nobody no questions. So I think that Magana, he really needs to be investigated. But they're not gonna do that. We need some real powerful people to stand up, and he needs to be investigated because that let me excuse my nose. Sinuses is killing me right now. Um Magalia needs to be investigated to real talk because I don't know. Some ain't right. He kicked Tiffany. He kicked Chapman out of the office, making unfound claims. I don't have any resolution to my truck ish who shot my truck. But they can say who started a fire and you ain't never seen them at the fire or interview anybody at a fire. I don't know. Something don't sound right. Brandon Thugs, money maker for the NGOs with kickback. Did I just hear a smoke detector? Oh, probably did. I don't know. I don't be paying attention no more. Wait, yeah, that's one. You know she ain't start that fire. That sounds crazy to even say that she started. And they ain't done nothing with all them stolen homes and build retention pond. Um, that I really took y'all. I want to say last week before last. I went on that block where that retention pond at, and it is the trees are almost to my waist, and I saw somebody going into one of them houses. I said, "Well, let me get off this block." So interesting. That's Beth. Stay safe in your house. So they trying her hardest to get y'all to change things. People ain't gonna change until they want to change, right? So are all these fires in the houses that were stolen for the retention pond? I'm gonna say no. No. These the the buildings, the homes that have been on fire, caught on fire, been vacant for a while. Now, what would be interesting is how many of those homes did Harvey owned or owns? I was looking for my list. Think I can see it from here. I printed the list out of um, the the property that Harvey owns. It's a lot of them, and a lot of vacant lots. And to be honest, you don't know who actually buying these homes, right? Homes, right? Because um, we know that they bought the home a block or something. Did this whole gigantic presentation on Turlington, and Turlington still look a mess. Ain't nobody building over there. What's going on with that property? Who owns the houses that burn? It could be varies. I never thought to look at the addresses. And maybe if Ryan posts the address of all the homes that had caught on fire, maybe we could do the back work and figure out who owned these homes. Because that would be interesting. I agree with you on that. Tax records will tell you gotta get the address easy. Yeah, and that's the thing is it's easy to get the information. You just gotta get the homes. So excuse me. Okay. Let's watch this of Zoe.
Because they think that they can knock people's buildings down. Violation of the Fifth Amendment or take people's private property or set down. They setting fires like in Harvey, Illinois, and for some reason it traces back to me. It traces back to me, and don't compensate them, or if you do compensate them, you compensate for very little. And then now y'all sitting on that real estate for whatever development that y'all were going to do, because did I forget to mention Carrie Steele has her real estate license, and her husband Mays is out here being a hood lobbyist and stealing land with Walter Burnett and everybody else. That's why Walter Burnett could never have gotten that CHA seat. So shout out to you, Matt Brewer. Harvey wants me to come in. I'm not. Because in fact, I wasn't there. I know for a fact I never ever went to Harvey by myself. And Harvey, I to Harvey fire.
Who won't smoke? Cause I won't smoke. I had a wet dream about beef. Bang, yeah.
The craziest story ever, right? You can hear me. Craziest story. I ain't never heard of such. I'm like, is he doing his work? That's what I would like to know. Is he doing his work? It's got to go deeper than this. Oh, this one came out. It needs to be deeper, right? Because he should be investigating crimes also. Mm-hmm. But the houses that caught on fire recently, they were inhabitable. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can show you this. Oh, I didn't even know I didn't. Okay. Let's see. All right, here you go. Here you go. Here you go now. So on a Facebook page, there's called Harvey Fireman Fans and Support page. And if you're interested, you can go join that page if you like. And it has pictures of houses that caught on fire in Harvey. Let's see. This fire was March 4th. Look at that nice house next to it. Somebody lived in that house, but nobody lived in that house in front, because look at the bushes that cover the front door, front of the house. Let's see. And here's another fire. Was February 10th. It doesn't have any addresses on it. Let's see about it. Oh, no comment. So I can't see the comments. This was February 10th. Okay, so hold on. So if this was, so that was February 10th. And another fire was February 10th. So in February, people go in these homes to stay warm. So you see a lot of that. Let's see, this is January 13th, 148th. They didn't get an exact street, and Levitt. Fully involved ranch with explosive. Oh, so that one. So this is okay. Now remember they talk about. We just watched a video about how the water metropolitan recreation taking these people's homes, and now is a an empty block. Well, apparently, now this is the block right here that fight happened on in July. Um, the the house left vacant in Harvey because they're supposed to make a retention pond in the middle of nowhere. That's the crazy part. Hooked to the heater exploded. Oh, okay. That makes sense. And this is the building. So the building that they left vacant, that they're supposed to tear down the whole block to put a retention pond, is still sitting there vacant. They know they messed up. Let's see. I already know they messed up. I think they just won't admit that they messed up. Okay, let's see. Here's another fire, November 23. Let's see. Oh, look at this hot fire. This 2013. Okay, so I think that's it. So you saying that she started this fire? You got to be kidding me. Y'all didn't even check the girl who was that they said who started the fire. Oh, we're going to 2024. And what's interesting is this is December 2024. I was there that day when these young firemen were was recruited, and they started working for Harvey, and then they turned around 6 months later and got laid off. Somebody needs to ask the company who brought those houses when they are going to tear them down. What's the address? Okay, and I said this was going to be the last one. Okay, let's see if we can get the exact address. What is the address of the houses that was taken for the um for the for the flooding? Myrtle. Because I'm gonna tell you who I'm gonna show you who owns them homes. Okay, so it's 5,300. So let's do it this way. Like Cher said. Okay. Man, I need a pen. Okay. So it's 15300 Myrtle. Let's start there. Yeah. Let's try. Okay, let's try it. You want to know who owns it? Who owns it now? Cook County. I think we started assessors. I'm gonna start assessors. Okay, start the assessor's office. Okay. I don't know the PIN number. Oh, here it is. And I didn't eat today. And I plan on going to a nice restaurant this evening. So I said, well, I'm not eating today. I'm gonna wait till oh, the name go here. No S. Okay, we're gonna do Harvey. Oh, I should wait it. Ay, Dios mío. I don't know which one that went to, but we're gonna do it. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do this one. Let's start here. Cause this is the first house on the corner. Let's see, 110021. Okay, let's look at it. Let's see. So as you can see, they talking about we don't have money. You see why we don't have money? Because we got vacant property, vacant houses that sit, and no taxes are coming from them. I'm just saying. Okay. Let's see what it tells us about this one. As tax 2026. 2026 is not out yet. Thornton Township. Mm-hmm. Let's go. I used to could connect to the taxes. Oh, let's see. It says tax bill. Nah. Cook County assessors. Let's go Cook County. I'm with you. The Cook County right here. Right there. Everything's so public. Okay, so excuse me. Oh, my stomach is growling for real, for real. Search by year. Okay. Bam. Okay, let's see. We're gonna find out who owns the property. You wanna know who owns that property? Okay. 2023. Let's see. So 23 was paid in full. Taxes of 2024 and 2025 are not paid. Well, who owns the property? Let's oh, that's what we want. Let's see. The mailing address is City of Harvey owns that property. And City of Harvey hasn't paid the taxes on that property either. So, Cook County D. Let's look at the. Hold on. Let's look here then, real quick. So, City of Harvey owns the property. So, we own it. Recorder of deeds. So really, Harvey should be keeping that grass cut over there. Let's see where we at. That was a great question, and we're gonna figure this out. Property taxes. Recording. Let's see. I think we can look at this. Search recording. They should not have said that about her. Who are you talking about, Beth? Oh, it looks like they quick deed means they were taken by the city, right? So they don't have any taxes on it. They don't pay taxes on it. But again, but it's still, as you see, it still show up in the assessor's office that there's still taxes owed on it. So either way, even if they still owe on it, it should be 0 so that it's not counted towards taxes not being paid for the town, the city. One. Ay, Dios mío. I'm sure, man. 11-217-11-17-113. Oh, it's 021. Person that said she has. Oh, yeah, that you right. You right, Beth. I'm sorry. So, as you can see in the Cook County records, the deeds, there was quick claim to the Metropolitan Water Reclamation got it, and they quick claim it to City of Harvey. Now, who is Sergio? Who is Sergio? Oh, so who is Sergio? Sergio Antonio Gonzalez, joint tenant. Oh, okay. So somebody and this Antonio Gomez as joint tenant for in consideration of $10. A convey and warrant owed to the water reclamation. Whoever he was, he made a killing off of it. Victoria Perez. Is it legal to take a red light violation ticket out of a federal tax return? I don't know, Beth. Okay. Thank you, Cher. So we know that they still own that property, so they should be fixing that property up. This is in 24, so it'll be at 23. Not sure what they quick claim it. Yeah, I see. And Sergio, but this is my question. Or it all was done like in the same week. So well, maybe you can explain this to me then, Cher. That on October 30th, executed a quick claim deed, first grantor. Sergio name is all on here. Excuse me, I got to figure out why Sergio name is all over it. Because who is Sergio? I'm just saying. He could be whoever he want to be. Just trying to figure out, like, Sergio owned that house. Or maybe he owned that house. He owned it in 20. He got a quick claim from the bank. And then it went here. Then 5 years later, it went back to here. Then A year later, it went here, here, then it went here, then back to him. So I just trying to understand, like, I'm just saying. Oh, you can quit claim a deed and pay the taxes. Family members can negotiate they by cleaning the house. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Uh, okay. Who owned the house first, though? The house went through a whole lot of changes, didn't it? 1989, the Jacksons own it. So based on the property record, it looked like Sergio is connected to the property because he either the owner or one of the owners involved in several transactions of this house. Because in 2018, First Bank to Sergio owned it. He got a quick claim to him in 2018. So he got it 2018. Okay, so in 2018, Mid First Bank to Sergio El Glago, Gio. Um, the quick claim deed from 1010 showed grantor giving interest to Mid First Bank. Receiving interest is Sergio. This usually means the bank transfer ownership and interest to him after a foreclosure settlement or title transfer. In 2023, Sergio, so he quick claim list. He Sergio as both grantor and grantee. That often happens when correcting the name on the title. Oh, so before he could sell a house, he must have to correct that title. This happens when correcting the name on title or adding or removing a middle initial or transferring into a trust or changing marital status or clearing up the title issue. So that's what he was doing, clearing up that title issue before he sold it to the Metropolitan Water Reclamation. In 2024, the deed involving the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District and City of Harvey suggests there may have been a tax lien on this property or municipal or vacant property related transfer. The government agency appeared in the records when there are unpaid taxes, code violation, abandoned property issue, demolition lien, or a special redevelopment program. So the reason his names keep appearing is because he has been part of multiple ownership on the title transaction connected to that property. A person appearing on a deed record does not automatically mean they're currently own the property. You have to look at the most recent recorded deed. Uh, so he transferred the property to water reclamation. Does Harvey own this property now? Let's see. Based on the screenshot alone, it doesn't clearly show that Harvey owns the property now. Okay. Mm, 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 Man, my allergies is kicking in. Where did I see? Mailing address. I'll get to you one moment. I acknowledge you. Let's see what Cher said. Empty lots eventually sells for higher dollar in low recession, high building times. He might just be buying the dirt for land. There's a house that sits on that property. Excuse me. Yes. Oh, a water maker probably gave him money for that property. And yes, the new screenshot strongly suggests that City of Harvey currently controls and owns the property. So when it catches on fire, Harvey still owns it. The biggest clue, okay, the property. So the property record, the mailing address is usually where the tax bill goes. Uh, the value of that property was 66,000. Okay. To, to verify, you want to. Okay, so it wants me to look at the go to Cook County tax bill owner name. Cook County tax bill owner name. Oh, what she say? And by doing quick claim deed, he got it for free. Basically, yes. You're right. Uh where's the deed though? Oh, that's the deed. There's a warranty deed, so we know the warranty deed. There is no guarantees on what's on that property, so we do know that. Why I can't. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Okay. Um, I can't see. Do you see the how do I see the deed though? What she say? Oh, and by doing the quick claim, okay, he didn't care about the houses. It was for the lot he wanted. True, true, true. You're right. Gomez, Antonio, and oh, so why does the city own it after the water reclamation got it? Good question. Metro. Metropolitan. I'm doing the most. Hey, hold on. Good question. Okay, so Harvey likely received the property from the water reclamation after the district obtained it from Sergio. Um, El Duala's Metropolitan gave it to the water reclamation. Water reclamation gave it to Harvey. That is why Harvey now appears on the mailing address. The document you just mostly titled no. Okay, so it was signed and transferred. So the city may now hold it for demolition, sell it for redevelopment program, transfer to a nonprofit, auction it, or rehab it through a housing initiative. The water reclamation appears to have gotten the property first, then later gave or transferred interest to Harvey, which is why Harvey now shows him. Oh, uh, Ain't like how that came on. Mm. Okay, maybe the water reclamation folks have abandoned the project. Yeah, I could see that. The action makes a lot of sense. So the water reclamation wanted the property for the storm water control project transferred to the city of Harvey may have happened for one of these reasons. The project was canceled, the project was changed, they no longer needed the partial land. The city agreed to take over the land. The city became responsible for maintaining and redeveloping it. They say this happens sometimes when government land is land acquisition. Okay. So Sergio owned the property. MWRD acquired for flooding, storm plan. The flooding project changed or it ended. Then MWRD transferred the property to the city of Harvey through a quick claim. Harvey now holds the property for a vacant land control doing. So what are they going? What will Harvey do with it? MWRD is not a typical housing. Okay. So if the houses still stand in Harvey is now listed as the mailing contact suggested MWRD likely finished with its role, and Harvey became the holder and controller of the property. Ugh. But Harvey, but M MWRD gave Harvey the money, right? To pay these families for their homes and then abandon it? Then to abandon. That's why this is poor management in here. That's crazy. So it said if that is what happened, then it sounds like less than normal property sales and more like government acquisition buyout program. Well, okay, what are you describing kind of? So the land issues. Uh, hmm. I'm trying to understand. Oh, so then the probably that's what's just so fun. So the families were moved out of their home because the land was supposed to be a flood control pond, but the pond was never built. People in the neighborhood may understandably feel that home. Okay, so unfortunately, that does not happen. Sometimes the government project just stop. So right now, Harvey just owns the property. Can Harvey sell? Can Harvey sell that property now? Sorry. Okay. I just kind of get some figure this out. I don't care what they say about Chat GPT. Yes, possibly both. So it depends on how the property was acquired and what agreement were made when the families moved. Yes, if the city of Harvey legally own that property now, they can often sell it, transfer, auction off, give it to a developer, or repurpose it. But there must be restrictions if the land was purchased with federal and state money, flood control money. If they purchase that land with federal or state flood control money, grant fund required to remain open space, or agreement limited future development. For example, some flood mitigation property can never become a housing again. Some must remain green space, and some can only be used for drainage or public use. Isn't that interesting? The family suit, they said yes, possibly, but lawsuit usually depends on how the homes were acquired, whether the owners were paid fairly, and whether the government made legally binding promises. There are two big differences. If the family voluntarily sold, no, they accept the payment. If the homeowner accepted the payment, signed a closing document, and transferred the title willing, the lawsuit years later become hard unless there was fraud, deception, broken contractual promises, discrimination, misuse of public funds. If eminent domain or forced acquisition was used, if the property was taken through condemnation, eminent domain for a public project that never happened, then people sometimes argue they were taking for improper. The land was not used for the stated purpose, and the government changed the plan unfairly. Well, there you go. Yeah, they would have to challenge the government. The key legal question would be: was the flood pond originally approved? Was the eminent domain used? Were were there written redevelopment agreement? Did funding rules require the land remain open space? And what did the fund? That's the question. What was the funding rules? Mm, let's see if I can find the funding rules. But you're right. That was a good question, Cher. Because I was wondering, like, it sits there. They don't even cut the grass. It look like they just forgot about it and hope we forgot about it too. So, whew. Okay, so uh, according to the NWR Voluntary Flood Prone Property Acquisition Program, acquired flood prone property are to be converted into permanent public open use. The property will be converted. Also, the local government partners is responsible for demolition, restoration, and long term. Okay. So, instead, the land is typically intended for green space. So it might end up becoming a green space, but we'll never know. So it just depends on if Harvey was purchased under this kind of program. There may be restriction preventing rebuilding homes, private redevelopment, or certain sales. The key document would be why is somebody know? Intergovernmental agreement, the IGA between MWRD and the city of Harvey, whether Harvey can legally redevelop or sell that land or to be permanent. Okay. That was a good question. I thought I was going to go down this rabbit hole, Share. Good question. Good question. So, no, it cannot. We don't know. It depends on what wording and what funding that was used to purchase that property. So, okay, okay. Well, y'all. Sorry, my nose. I gotta go blow my nose. Having a hard time today. Um, First of all, I'm about to get off. I said I wasn't gonna do more than 2 hours, but I appreciate you. You the best ever. Just stopping by, coming by, replay crew. And again, I'll be back. I'm gonna do it more often. I promise that. I promise I will be back 3 to 4 times a week. I may do my longer videos on Saturdays, and during the week, maybe just like hour or 30-minute videos. So yeah. But I'm going to a nice restaurant tonight. I'm going to Pop Smoke. His mother, um, in remembrance of her son, she has built a nice restaurant in Homewood. So going with family, another family outing. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh, what did she say? The WR guy did a presentation on the finished study for that in a meeting. It was approved. That guy needs to be questioned about the funding they got for the project that needed to be completed. What video did you share? Share, do you remember what video that was? Because then maybe we can bring that up and talk about it. I gotta turn my fan back. Oh, my fan. If I turn the fan on, my eyes get watery. But if I turn it off, my sinuses starts draining. I can't win. But that was good. Okay, so so it was approved. I said somebody in my garden. Well, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Oh, it's okay. I appreciate that. Cause I was like, sorry, down a rabbit. I love me a good rabbit hole. Beth and Plant Lady, take care. Have fun. Oh, I have fun. And I will be back. I'm gonna try to come tomorrow. I may not stay long, but I got homework to do. Um, and I want to go see the game tonight so much. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Hugs and kisses from the moon and back. I'll be back soon. I promise to be more consistent. And hugs and kisses. Love you all always. I'm out of here.
Dear love, no apologies, real talk, real conversations, politics, community, what you need to know. Thank you for watching the show. Don't forget to hit